What are we learning about today?
We're learning about the importance of lymphatic drainage. Any questions?
So do you want to tell us a little bit about what MLD is?
MLD is the manual act of draining lymph fluid, which is adjacent to the circulatory system. So I should say the cardiovascular system. So we have blood, which is in our arteries and veins, and then we have lymphatic fluid, which is in our circulatory system that goes into the lymph nodes. Lymph is where nutrient and waste product exchange occurs, and lymph nodes is where that lymph fluid is processed. So by clearing lymph into the lymph nodes and stimulating those lymph nodes, you get to process any waste byproduct in our bodies and help the immune function, which is pretty great, which is what we're doing on Christina today.
I need it.
Because she's sick.
So what kind of techniques do you use?
Oh, they're pretty gentle techniques. It's about finding lymph nodes that are stagnant, stuck, a little bit hard, and mobilizing them to stimulate them enough to take in more lymph fluid, which then clears the stuck lymph fluid in our body. Any questions?
How's it feeling, Christina?
Really nice. It's very relaxing because she's not putting a lot of pressure at all. But if you're that was a spot. But if you're sore like me, it's pretty tender where she's feeling.
It can be pretty painful if it is a lymph node that is a bit stuck.
Yeah,
It can feel tender.
and I seem to have a lot of them.
So when would you find, like, what conditions would lead to, like, a lymph node that's stuck, or a lymph node that's maybe not draining properly, or lymph fluid that's not draining?
That is an excellent question. So that is it can be anything.
Everything.
Anything and everything. If we're not amazing at digesting gluten and we eat a lot of gluten, that could lead to excess lymph fluid, right? And then it could be like if we have a tumor in our breast and that accumulates lymph fluid around the breast. So it's anything and everything. Cancer also causes lymph stagnation, but so does eating pasta when you can't really tolerate it. It's about lymph fluid is really a general health indicator. You can be completely healthy and have a bit of stagnation, and then you could have something going on and also have stagnation.
Like me.
Yeah, draining lymph fluid though it does increase blood volume in the heart, so we have to have a healthy heart, and then we also have to have healthy kidneys because that's how lymph fluid is then processed. Then we pee it out after.
You pee a lot afterwards.
Yeah, but you can also be very, very sick after an MLD treatment because your immune system is now stimulated. You're processing stuff from the lymph that has been there for a while if it's in stagnation. So you can get sick, you can have fever-like symptoms, you can have dizziness. So it is intense for the first maybe 24, 48 hours. And then it's almost like a complete flip where you feel incredible after.
Yeah, complete energy boost.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Do you find it really effective after, like, if you've just recently been sick, like that sort of thing, or could that have negative effects, I guess?
It does stimulate the immune system. Okay. So I guess when you're sick is a great time to do it. But yeah, you can have an opposing effect before we actually get the full effect of it. It is awesome after surgery though. I couldn't recommend it enough after any type of surgery, especially if there's an incision. Not that you would work on the incision straight away, but it is excellent to move that post-surgery lymph fluid that occurs after opening your body.
You mentioned that sort of you need to have good heart and kidney health
Yes.
for it to be kind of viable. What are the red flags for this kind of treatment?
So if there is anything in the heart that won't allow a greater blood volume. So if we have any, aortic dysfunctions, anything that doesn't allow a full pump, that could be quite dangerous. Also, anything with the kidneys that don't allow, again, that greater blood volume to come through and then process that lymph fluid that we've just put back into your cardiovascular system, which can be quite dangerous as well.
And what about for scar healing?
Oh yeah, it is fantastic for scar healing, for fibrosis around the area as well, but that we'd only really start doing that maybe 12 weeks after surgery. We do want that scar to be completely done before we even go near it. So it has to be put together. We can move fluid around and help like get back into the lymph nodes themselves, but the scar itself would need to be completely healed before we can give it the best chance to not be stuck. Yeah, but it does really help with scar healing.